apparatus. You know who's the baddest? Jokes for a lifetime. 24-karat gold pen when I write rhymes. All hot shit, rock the block with incredible deliveries that have the whole block lit. Making the plot thick, deeper than you thought. Crazy how my posse got deeper in New York, Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, throughout Harlem. Knew when I was young that I was destined for stardom. Word up, man. When you see the guards salute.
Hey, brother.
How's it, bro?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, man. Welcome to Hip Hop Nation TV South Africa.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
Good. For sure, man. It's an honor to have you here, my brother.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Where in South
For
Africa are
sure.
you? You're in Cape Town,
No, I'm in Johannesburg.
Johannesburg. Keeping it real.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I saw you. You said you're in Sydney, right?
That's right. Yeah, Sydney. Yeah, down the bottom of Australia.
Oh, yeah. Because I was like confusing the time zones and everything because I'm seeing like different time zones when I asked you last time.
Yeah. I think it's about
Yeah.
11 o'clock in the morning. You are, isn't it?
Sorry.
You're in the morning time now, right?
Yeah. It's 11 o'clock now for us. Yeah,
Okay.
you guys are
Oh,
you guys are 8 hours ahead of us.
yeah. Dope.
For sure. But anyway, man, please introduce yourself, my brother.
I'm DJ Views, man. I'm from Australia originally. Been living in Tokyo for the past few years. Moved back to Australia. Obviously, love my hip hop. Been DJing since I was 16 years old. Producing for the last few years. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard some of my work by now. I know you interviewed Rusty Jooks not too long ago, so that's the latest
Yeah,
project. Yeah. Um,
for sure.
but yeah, a hip hop head. Love the industry, love the scene. Always wanted to make music. Had my list of people I want to work with and still want to work with, and I'm just keeping it real like that.
For sure. So what inspired you to do DJing?
Oh, growing up listening to Public Enemy, man, Terminator X, and it takes a nation of millions to hold us back. That cassette tape, he just set the tone for scratching. Him and Jam Master Jay. So after hearing them and already loving hip hop and loving listening to hip hop, I thought it was only right to get a couple of turntables and learn the craft of DJing, basically.
For sure. So plus, I mean, I just heard you mention like you once lived in Tokyo. How was
Yeah.
that like? What
Oh,
was the
it was
purpose of going to Tokyo?
my wife's Japanese, so that's
Oh, wow,
that's what got me.
wow,
Japan's wild,
for
man. There's a
sure.
crazy hip hop scene in Japan.
Yeah,
Yeah, crazy place. We left during COVID because all the jobs kind of dried up and we had an opportunity back in Australia. But yeah, we'll be back to Japan soon for sure.
for sure. So moving there, like how was like the cultural difference and everything, and being able to do the hip hop scene? Was there any
In
challenges
Japan,
or yeah in
ah,
Japan?
not really because the friends that that I had there were kind of in the scene already, so there wasn't too many challenges really. Japanese people are they when they're dedicated to something, they're dedicated. So now I was getting live hip hop gigs. I was getting live DJ gigs. I was working with a few Japanese artists. They're pretty open in that scene, man. They're pretty They're open to work. They're open to network. So it was good.
For sure. Plus, I saw you like you mentioned like you used to play on local radios, and plus like you've been part of DJ
Yeah,
competitions.
yeah. I used to, when I was younger, I entered all the DMC competitions. Had a bit of luck in some of them, and would play on local radio. I still do a mix every now and then for Wild One Radio. Um, just also in the talks at the moment with another big radio program to get a local mix on there once a week. But yeah, I'll just do what I can manage, man. I actually work full time as a chef, so when I'm not when I'm not when I'm not in the kitchen, I'm in my little bedroom studio making beats and working with all artists from all around the world. So Yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah, plus
that's
plus I remember you've been a chef for 20 years, right?
that's right. Yeah, yeah,
Wow,
20 years.
that's like a huge experience. Like because I also saw you mentioned like there was a time when you left DJing. How was that like? What was the reason behind that?
I kind of just left it because it was either continue a career with DJing where your money isn't that reliable, you get gigs here and there, or do I just keep working as a chef where I know I've got an income, I can support myself, I can travel. So yeah, I just made the decision to kind of stay in the kitchen for a bit. But I was always DJing on the side. I was always making beats at home on my day off. It never disappeared. I just had to choose a mainstream for income, I guess. And then when COVID hit and there was no work in the kitchens, then I just solely went back to making beats and going down my list of who I want to work with and who I want to do tracks with, and yeah. So the break, the break was kind of just to set myself up, and then I guess COVID was kind of I'm not going to say it was a blessing, but that really got me back into just going deep into beats and stuff again. So yeah, that's where I've ended up since then, mate.
Wow, wow, wow. So if you had to choose between cooking in the kitchen or cooking in the studio, which one would it be?
It's the studio now, man. It's after I just completed a trip to New York to meet some of the people that I work with and stuff, and like just the experience and of hip hop and everything I had over there. It's just if I could just pick one and go with it, it's going to be making beats for sure. Yeah,
Sure, for sure, for sure. Plus,
my
plus also like you do scratches and cards. So wow, like
yeah.
so you like very versatile.
Yeah. I mean, I make the beats, I produce the beats from start to finish, then I add the cuts, and yeah, I guess you can say I'm a bit versatile. Um, yeah, yeah. Like to mix it
Yeah,
up a little bit.
yeah, yeah. I also saw like you've done collaborations with C-Rays and Elder Sensei and Chino XL and also others. How was that experience like?
Oh, crazy, crazy. Yeah, I've been quite blessed, man, to work with quite a few good artists, I guess. The first album I did was a collaboration with another producer from England. And on that album, yeah, we
Yeah.
had Chino.
Oh yeah, it was a configure, right?
That's correct. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So through Configure, I met quite a few other people. Started working with artists from South Africa, such as Melly Mel, who I'm sure you're
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
familiar with.
Yeah, so
Uh,
yeah,
Melly
I
Mel,
saw that track, the semi-automatic.
yeah. So
Yeah,
he's my
yeah.
guy. He's actually got an album with him dropping on the 4th of September. We've got a 10-track album.
Ah, dope.
Um,
This September, right?
yeah. This September the 4th. That's got Terminology on there. We've got Sadat X on there. We've got Wordsworth, Thurston Howe, Acrobatic. It's a bit of a lineup. And Melly Mel does his thing. His solo tracks are just, yeah, it's just crazy. He's a dope artist. So looking forward to that. That's for sure.
For sure, for sure, for sure. Hopefully he's gonna invite you to come to South Africa.
He's already invited me. Rusty Jokes was actually looking at doing a tour down in South Africa. And
Oh,
that's not complete in yet. That just it all kind of happens at an awkward time. So yeah, let's see. I've been to South Africa before for cooking, but not for music. So I'd love to go back for music for
okay.
sure.
For
Yeah.
sure, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. So, doing the year after with Configure, because he's a producer, how was that like? Because like both of you are producers and you have your own style, and
Well,
how was that like being able to merge everything together?
yeah. Just a shout out to High Sticky Crew who's watching. That dude's legendary. In case you don't know, he's a
Shout
good
out
dude. Uh,
Sticky.
Shout out Sticky Boy. And he's in Thailand right now, I believe, living it up. But yeah, that album
Uh,
with Configure was a competition. We both had our completely different styles of producing. Um, we went kind of track for track, not as a battle, but just to watch the styles evolve. So it was good. I probably wouldn't do another album straight away with another producer. I'd want to just focus on my own stuff now. But it was a good little kind of introduction back into the game of producing, and yeah, definitely we had some big names on that album, so that was it was a good experience, bro. It was very good. Yeah,
For sure, for sure. So like, I mean, you living like that, the DJing for a while, and then coming back now, you're buying new softwares and new equipments. Was it like now you have to learn? Was it like that challenge, like you have to learn new skills and stuff like that and adapt to new things?
not really. I've always kind of kept up with it, and I've always been looking at what people are doing and what equipment they're using. Um, I got rid of my 1200s about 3 years. I didn't get rid of them, but I had to leave them behind when I was kind of traveling around. And I went on to the Rain digital turntables, which are actually quite dope. And no, like, I mean, Akai I still do. You know, there's the SP 1200 that was pretty dope. But now I use an Akai MPC-1. I've always had an interest in it, so it's yeah. You've got to learn the machine. You've got to find your groove on it. But it didn't take too long. COVID helped a lot because I had so much time on my hands. So I just started researching everything. What's people using now? What's the latest beat machine, synthesizers, plugins, all that sort of stuff, and just went from there really.
For sure, for sure, for sure. So I mean, with the new album, I'm not like these other rappers with Rusty Chicks.
Yeah.
How did you meet up with Rusty? And what inspired you guys to actually work together?
I've just always been a fan, obviously, of the whole Dockdown crew, Boot
Yeah,
Camp, Gelter, Sean Price, all of that. Rusty Jukes,
yeah,
a couple of years ago, seeing him kind of emerge in the underground scene and really like what he was doing. Loved the album we've done with Tone Spliff. All his albums have been dope. He's worked with some, A-class producers. So I just hit him up and said, let's
yeah.
do a song. And then the first song we done was titled On the Dot, and that was on the Configure album. And it was a banger, and it went off, and we kind of got the vibe of working with each other and said, oh, let's do one more. And that turned into another one. And then we said, well, let's just do an LP. So we ended up doing an LP. So I guess just one of those things where you just hit someone up on
Yeah.
Instagram, they reply, you get working, he liked the sounds I was doing. It's different than other producers he's worked with. I obviously liked his flow and what he was doing with beats, and we just put two and two together and thought, well, let's just do an album. And it was a blessing for me because I mean he called it, it's basically named after Sean P. It's a tribute to him. I got Bernadette on the first track.
Yeah.
For me, that was just, I was ticking off mad boxes, right? Mad boxes in my career right there.
Yeah. For sure.
That's
For
it,
sure,
man.
for sure, for sure.
We've got Mr. Cheeks on there. We've got Nine. We've got Skanks the Rap Martyr. It was just a legendary. It just came together very well. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I checked it out. It was a dope project. Plus, you remember I did the review for it. I was like, yo, yeah, no, this is amazing.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
appreciate that,
I
bro.
mean now with the project you're doing with Melima. By the way, what did you say was the title for it?
It's called Supreme.
Supreme. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. So each track called Supreme, and that's with Melly Mel and his crew called The Assembly.
Yeah,
Assembly. Yeah. So that's
For
the
sure,
feature
for sure.
track. That track's dope. We just dropped a teaser to some radio stations and DJs of one track on there, which is called Ride With It, and it's featuring Wordsworth. I've got tones cuts on that track. I like getting other DJs involved on one or two tracks in any project I do, just to show a bit of love. So I've got my boy Tone Spliff on that track. But yeah,
I think I saw that track.
Yeah, nothing's live yet. 4th of September, it'll be available everywhere. And we'll see. We'll look at doing.
Wait, did you say that the single's already out, right?
No, not on streaming. We just leaked it to a
Oh,
few DJs. I can send you some
oh,
links
okay,
of a few minutes on, but I'll
okay,
just send you this anyway, so you can have a listen to it. But yeah, not long to go, and
all right,
you can bang the whole album. So yeah,
for
we're
sure,
even
for
looking
sure.
to get tapes done for that possibly. So that'll be quite cool. Just taking it back to the old school.
Yeah, definitely, man. When you um when it comes out, then I'll post it here, and
Yeah,
then we'll share it with our viewers and everything.
no
Then yeah,
problem.
you let us know. Then so are there any events that you're gonna be performing in for anyone there at Sydney? Just to let them know.
There is, but I can't tell. I can't talk much about it yet because it's still in. Basically,
Okay.
from my trip to New York, I hooked up with more people than I expected. So I'm actually working on bringing some artists down to Sydney around March next year. Um,
All right.
can't say anything yet, but there's some big names in there. There's some big names in there.
All right. Sure.
Once press, I'll keep you updated. But
All right.
people are going to be happy. That's for
For
sure.
sure. For sure.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, man. My brother, I appreciate you for letting us interview you. We wish you all the best in all that you do. But wait, before you leave, can you please let people know where to reach you for your social media handles? Is it only
Uh,
Instagram or
yeah, Instagram is just at DJ Views 2020. Twitter is just at DJ Views. You can hit up my YouTube channel. If you just type in DJ Views on YouTube, that'll come up. A lot of my videos are actually on the Duck Down YouTube channel as well. So I'm quite fortunate to get
yeah?
some stuff on there. But yeah, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, it's all DJ Views. There's only one DJ Views that I've found so far, so you shouldn't have too much trouble finding me. But
Yeah.
yeah, lots of stuff. And after the Melly Mel album, I've got another 4 or 5 projects all cooking up. Um,
Whoa.
the next one after the Melly Mel one is going to be for my Gizmo Productions, my independent label. That's going to be
Yeah.
the first album for my independent label. That's another 12 track full of features. We've got self-titled on there, Copyright, Four Eyes, Afro,
Whoa.
Rex. We got crazy Melly Mel's on there again.
Yeah.
We've got some crazy lineup. Just yeah, that's going to be insane. So there's
For
lots of
sure.
stuff coming. Yeah,
For
absolutely.
sure. For sure. No, man. I thank you so much, man, for letting me interview you. Yeah,
It's a
man.
pleasure.
We're looking forward to hearing those projects for sure. I hope
100%.
I'm
Don't
gonna be
worry.
I hope I'm gonna be the first one to announce it.
Yeah, I'll be sending them to you. Don't worry. You're on my email list
For,
now,
sh-
so it's all good.
for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man.
No problem,
Peace.
brother. All right. You
Thanks.
have a good day. Peace.
Same to you, my brother. Peace.
Ciao.
Yeah, guys. That's another interview with DJ Views. Shout out, man. Guys, do check out that album. I'm not like other rappers. And he said on 4th of September he's dropping the new album with Melly Mel from South Africa. So yeah, I hope I do get a chance to interview Melly Mel when he's free. So yeah, guys, shout out to everyone that was watching. Mutalepole, thank you for watching. Palmy, thanks for watching. Key Crew, thanks for watching. Bumuku 1827, shout out. I see you, my sister. Yeah, guys, guess I'm out, man. Um, I'll let you know the next interview when it is. But the next one is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be awesome, man. I'm looking forward to it. Yep. So, yeah, guess I'm out now, guys. Peace.